Stadium. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the South Alabama Jaguars and the Tulane Green Wave. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, I caught up with the Green Wave head coach before the game. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So South Alabama's offense will go to work first. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can...
Breaks into the open. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Malone. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Come to the line at the 42, facing a third and short. Scanning the field, it's Davenport. Works the middle of the field. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Jaguars are rolling down the field. Defender miss. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. The Jaguars come to the line with a new set of downs. Got a man, it's Gibbs. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on fourth down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. They're on the left hash. You'll have no trouble with the distance, but that angle may give him an issue. Right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Tulane Green Wave offense will have its first chance to go on the attack. And here comes the sophomore running back. He is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
And they've been stacking up dubs because of their running back. Like, they don't make any bones about it. They're going to hand him the football. They're going to try to make him get the football in as many ways. They'll be a little bit creative, but it's his touches. It's his ability to make people miss. It's his ability to hit home runs that makes this whole thing go, Palmer. Like, he is key 1, 2, and 3 for this offense.
Yeah, and we were talking to the other team's D coordinator coming into this one, and he was like, honestly, we thought this guy was going to be good coming into the year. We didn't expect him to be this good, though. And I think watching the film really got the attention of our defense, and they're locked in. I think they know they have a huge challenge on their hands because you're right, this running back, while he might not have the best talent around him, he is difficult to stop.
Running inside, it's McClure. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. Knocked off his feet.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the big fella. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Looks as if that'll be enough for a Tulane first down. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Offense threatening 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw it again. Finds his man. It's McClure. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Tulane to the line, facing 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on 2nd down. Off play action. Caught in the backfield, it's McClure. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Motion from the wide receiver. The option look. The keeper on the option. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a third down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals because, you know, kicking field goals sometimes down the road can come back to bite you.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rule will check on his condition. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that field goal is going to tie us up here in the first quarter.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Davenport. Bringing the heat. It's complete on the right side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The run inside. It's Malone. Oh, what a move to get open. Maybe some room here. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. Really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all.
Snags it, and there's running room. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
The Jaguars are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
And they'll miss the connection here on third down. And the Jaguars decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Running inside, it's McClure. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. While they have a look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Now the play fake. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Hill. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. This time he wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Lewis. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
And I tell you what, when you run those little fellas on the slants, they got to win at the line of scrimmage. Right now, they got to make sure those DBs don't get their hands on them so they can create a little bit of space because they're not as big of a target. Nice job winning right on the line of scrimmage to make the catch.
That's caught. It's Hill. Turning it on. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Jaguars offense ready to start this drive. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. To throw, it's Davenport. Pocket breaking down. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Gonna take a shot. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Yeah, and the QB tried to use some touch, let that thing hang up in the air, but when you hang it up over the middle of the field, the defenders have a lot of time to go and try to get it and make a play. A lot of guys near the football. Nice job by the defense being in great position.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The Jaguars send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Nestles it in at the 35. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Green Wave offense makes its way onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, pump.
Makes a grab and room to run. At the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tulane.
And that is the easiest touchdown pass that guy is ever going to throw. The little touch pass, jet sweep, and how about the speed out in the open field? Man, David, quarterbacks love those. Those are stat builders.
And defensively, man, we've got to see that. We've got to adjust. Safeties have to be able to come down and play that jet sweep. It's frustrating when you see him not adjust. And then, listen, you can see it, the wheels. I mean, that dude had some speed when he got around the corner, and nobody could catch him. But defensively, we've got to see that a second sooner so he can come up and make a play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Alabama appears ready to start things on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Off play action on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Hunter. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts them.
Maybe a crease. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Jaguars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Fires to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, they're after him. Complete. There he goes. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And, man, that third down changes this decision completely, right? Like getting a big chunk of yards, making it 4th and short. Now it's a true decision. I think you were just thinking about getting half of this, maybe setting up a field goal. Now you got a chance to be aggressive. Let's see what they do here on offense.
And it's caught, but he's stopped short, and you have to get the route past the marker on 4th down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They'll move the wide receiver. On the move.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
These read option plays are very hard to stop because you got to have enough guys in the box to play that immediate run, but also always be ready for that quarterback to take the ball and scoot out wide.
And when the quarterback operates this like a magician, it makes it even tougher.
When he can see it, read it, and just flat go, those easy plays right there. I mean, he just picks up a little bit of yardage, but he can do it again and again and again, and it's just frustrating.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Shakes a man, and he might take off. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Tight end now in motion. On the ground, it's McClure. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. Right back to it. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
The option, he'll keep it. Got a little grass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Green Wave.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Dances away to buy time. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. That's caught. It's Hunter. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Jaguars come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
And I guess he didn't watch the tape from a week ago, because when you threw at this guy last week, he made big plays. He had 2 picks a week ago. They try him early in this football game, and it's the exact same result. You better be wary when you go after that young man.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They punt it away on fourth down. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking to throw, it's Davenport. Gets rid of it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires left. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Going downfield for the big play. Makes the grab on the big throw. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the Charlotte 49ers. And it's Ole Miss with the lead right now in the first half. This has been a good one, a battle of 1-0 teams. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football. Now over to your game inside Yulman Stadium. This team is on top right now thanks in large part to the play of that burner on the outside. It's like he has glue on his hands, catching every ball that comes his way, and he's helped build this halftime advantage. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Yulman Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Jaguars will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
Tulane's head coach told me at the half he is thrilled with the play of his quarterback. No turnovers right now. They have been clean and efficient on offense. They've got a lead. Let's see if they can continue that here in the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on the vibe down here on the sidelines coming back. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
The Green Wave in a world of hurt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. At the 35, he's loose. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's McClure. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Floating away. He'll try to do it himself. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
The give on the inside. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback making adjustments. off the play fake. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. They got the sack, but there is a man down on the play. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. Got it behind the line. It's Jenkins. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Jaguars want to pick up the tempo. Dropping back, it's Davenport. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. And the Jaguars will try to pin them back with the punt. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Tulane offense takes the field to open the drive. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense obviously.
Gashes the heart of the knee. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Tulane, after that last big pass with momentum on its side. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lucas. Could be an alley. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a 1st down on every single play they run.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. To the air on 2nd down. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Dead center perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Jaguars offense ready to start this drive. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. The RPO, it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
To the air, it's Davenport. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Jaguars will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Way back close to his end zone as he makes the catch. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, down here on the Tulane sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing.
Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
They'll ride the hot hand. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Going with the counter play here. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
A loss of 5 yards on the play. Coming up.
As we head for the final period, let's check out how these 2 quarterbacks are doing. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. South Alabama appears ready to start things on offense. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Pressure coming. Got his man on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Another hit on the quarterback all day long.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, going to the air. Still on his feet at the 45. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game. I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Under fire. He'll pull it down. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. So thanks to the defense, they take over. Big lead in hand and an opportunity to run this clock. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Great place to start for this offense. Running inside. It's Malone. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25. And now on 2nd down for this offense. To the air, it's Davenport. Here's a heat, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion, like, I gotta get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Takes the handoff, it's Malone. There's a crease. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Jaguars come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
And the Jaguars now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Here's the pressure. He'll get rid of it. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Rushes on him. Makes the grab. Nowhere to go, and not much to show for that one. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. On fourth down, looking to pass. A shot toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Jaguars!
And how do you not love the guts of this offense? Fourth down, it's just another down, and what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Trying the run, it's Malone. He gets in there for the two-point conversion, and now we have a two-possession game. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The run inside. It's Daniels. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive, but hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds his big tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Looking for space. It's Lucas. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll use another timeout to try to save as much time as they can for their offense. Nestled just inside that right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3-possession game, and things look dire, to be candid. Looking for a man. It's Davenport. Unloads to the wideout. The short hands. It's Woods. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Turning on the Jets. They're able to ride him down, but not before he has flipped the field with a huge pickup on the play, and now they are set up coming out of the 2-minute timeout. The Jaguars will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. This time it's complete. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to keep it in the air. Going for 6. Pass is broken up. Incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like they've...
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Tries to get it on the ground. And he's in! Touchdown, South Alabama!
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. Now the brain trust will go to work on both sidelines.
And that is why they're called the Handstand people on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Picks up the 1st down. He works his way past the 1st down marker, and that will put this one away. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.